All right, what we have here is a Vermeer RTX 100. It is a 24-inch walk-behind track trencher. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go through a quick operation of how it works, how to unload it from the trailer, and how to load it back on the trailer. So we'll begin with turning the machine on. One thing to start with is you want to make sure that all your knobs are in neutral. So whether that be your drive, your chain, you want to make sure both of those are in neutral, otherwise the machine will not start. So we're going to confirm that they are in neutral, which they are. We do have an on and off switch here that we're going to push up to the on position. And then we also have another one on the Honda engine itself. So again, we're going to make sure it is also in the on position. We're going to choke the machine, and then we're going to pull it. All right, so after you've got the machine on, the rear controls here, what you'll have starting from the right, you're going to have your throttle control. This red lever here, this is going to be your drive, okay? So if you push forward, you go forward. Pull it backwards, you go backwards. And like I said, it is a walk-behind trencher. So when you're trenching, this will be in the backwards position. This will be in the driving backwards position. The yellow knob is going to be to engage and disengage your chain. Now you'll notice when I push it forward, it stays in that position. That's so that chain can operate without you having to have your hand on that lever. Now if you need to, you do have the ability to bump it backwards to put that chain into reverse. Let's say if you get stuck on a log or a root or something down there that it just can't cut through, and your chain physically gets stuck, then you can bump that in reverse to help you get unstuck. The green lever here is going to operate the height of your bar. So by pushing this forward, the bar will go down. By pulling it backwards, the bar will come up. Now, none of these controls are going to operate without you squeezing this safety mechanism trigger over here. So you have to be squeezing and holding this trigger for these to operate. Again, this is just to ensure the operator is present during the use of this machine. If one of these knobs is in motion and I let go of this trigger, the engine is going to shut off, and then we'll just have to reset our knobs and then go start it again. The turning on this model is hydraulic, so these two sticks that are sticking out of the rear of the machine is what you will use to turn the machine. So again, if I want to turn left, I'll simply push it to the right. If I want to turn right, I'll simply push it to the left. So from there, on the rear of the machine, you will have two safety chains, one at each one of those points. On the front of the machine, you will have a latch designed to keep it into place. So you just take the linch pin off on this side, then you pull the main pin out, lift up on your lever here, that'll release the D-ring, and then slide that backwards. So at this point, the trencher is free to move on and off the trailer. Now this trailer does actually have a tilt to it. So to operate that, you'll take this little latch pin off the front, lift this up, reinstall your pin, keep that lever up and out of the way, and then you'll start the machine and simply drive it backwards. And as the weight of the machine goes past the axle, the rear of the trailer will fall down and you can just drive right off the trailer. One thing I want to point out to you, when you are ready to drive this machine off the trailer, like I said, this is a tilt model trailer. So one of the biggest things, you want to make sure your feet aren't under the rear of this trailer, okay? Once you start driving this machine backwards, once it hits that tilt point, if your feet are there, they're not going to stop the trailer. So you want to make sure your feet are from underneath the trailer as the trailer falls down. All right, so we've gone over the controls on how it operates. What you're going to see now is I'm going to turn the machine on, and it's going to show you as I take it off the trailer the steps I would do, and as I put it back on the trailer the steps I would take to make sure that it's properly tied down for transport. So from here I'm just going to go ahead and start it up. You won't be able to hear me much while I do this.